Good morning, everyone. We'll begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamuzumarimasu, kamurogi kamuro mino mikoto mochite, sumemiyo ya kamu izanagi no mikoto, tsukushi no himuka no tachi hana no, odo no ahagi hara ni, Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kami tachi. Moro moro no maga goto tsumi kegareo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fuji koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshi mese to kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliant, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. So the teaching this morning is entitled Righteousness and is found on the Daily Inspirations, page 89. Since olden times, those who have stood for justice and righteousness have met with obstacles created by the dark forces. We will fight with all our might for as long as we live. The snares and malice of the dark forces which seek to destroy the world. We're not afraid of criticism directed toward us or malice spoken against us, for we are armed with God's sword, which can destroy all evil. Since our group is spreading God's light to the world, the dark forces are watching each of us for the moments when we are off guard. The time for the great transition is becoming more imminent. The desperate activity of these evil spirits is growing. Although we speak of them collectively, evil spirits vary in power and importance. The more clouded human beings are, the more easily dark forces can come through negative spiritual courts and manipulate them. Thus, without being aware of what they are doing, human beings begin to interfere in God's work. For thousands of years, the dark forces have been acting as they wished, and they are still committing evil deeds, thinking they can continue to do so as in the past, because they do not know that the great turning point is coming in the spiritual world. In the spiritual realm, the forces of darkness do everything they can to keep us from receiving the light. Light is what dark forces fear most. And as the spiritual day advances and the light becomes more intense, the age of terror for them is coming. This is because no evil can withstand the power of God's light. It will weaken and destroy it. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association Headquarters morning service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards world peace, the victims of wars, of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. This morning, the faith experience I want to share with you is from Josie Krause, from Taquara, Rio de Janeiro. Josie is now 40 years old and has been a member of our church for 21 years. In August of 2021, she contracted COVID-19. Her respiratory symptoms worsened, requiring hospitalization. She was intubated and placed in an induced coma for 20 days. Her condition was critical, necessitating a tracheostomy. Her ex-husband visited the hospital daily and channeled Johrei from the window, direct towards her bed, since she was in isolation. During this time, the minister advised him to offer donation of gratitude with his maximum effort. 3 days later, she began to respond, though she still could not move or speak. She surrendered everything to God and Meishu-sama, praying for her family, patients, doctors, and nurses. Once out of isolation, but still in the ICU, she received daily Johrei from ministers and members, significantly accelerating her recovery. Gradually, she started to move, and without speaking, she guided the nurses by writing excerpts from Meishu-sama's teachings. Consequently, one of the nurses was able to resolve a personal conflict she had been dealing with for years. 66 days after her hospitalization, Josie was discharged and returned home. She required the assistance of a speech therapist and physiotherapist and continued to receive about 3 hours of Johrei daily. She gradually improved, returning to her dedications and activities despite having some respiratory remaining issues. Josie began to appreciate small things, such as taking a bath, speaking, turning back, eating, and combing her hair, helped her through this purification. She's very grateful to God and Meishu-sama and her ancestors for the protection and lessons learned, and to all who helped her through this tremendous purification. She's committed to the salvation of as many people as possible for the construction of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this morning service and listening to this most beautiful faith experience. I wish you all a very blessed day, a very blessed week ahead of us. And with this concludes our morning service.